Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tides of Death. How are you guys doing today?
Doing grand.
Fantastically.
Doing
Excellent.
okay.
Good, good. Does anybody have any fun pirate facts for us today?
Yes. Well, I've got one that's not fun. And then I've got one that's less impressive, but is fun.
Well, give us the impressive one first.
Okay. What is a nautical mile, Neal? And what is a knot? I ask you.
Is this rhetorical, or are you looking for an answer?
No. Well, it's rhetorical. I'm asking. I wonder if you know, because you're about to find out.
Well, a knot. So in the olden days, you would tie knots in your rope at an even distance, and you would toss the rope into the water and kind of let it flow behind the boat. And then you measure the number of knots that go overboard in a period of time, and that gives you your speed in knots.
Is that how they measure it to this day?
I think today they
think?
use electronics to measure things.
Well, my understanding, right, was that a knot, if you were to cut the Earth in half, right, at the equator.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then you were to divide the circumference of the Earth into 360 sections.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Each one of those sections is known as a minute.
Uh-huh.
No, a degree, sorry. And each degree can be split into 60 minutes. So a minute is 1/60th of a degree, and there's 360 degrees in the whole Earth. A nautical mile is the size of one of those minutes, and a knot is, how long it would take to travel one of those nautical miles.
Wait, but the Earth is 24,000 miles in circumference. Divided by 360 gives us each minute is 66 miles. So
no, you're divided by 6 again. Divided by 60, sorry. Right? That's 1 degree.
Okay. So 1.1 miles is a nautical mile-ish?
There you go. Yeah.
Is that how it's done? Is that really how it came about? I thought it had to do with like knots on a boat and tossing them overboard.
I mean, marineinside.com disagrees.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll believe you on that one.
And then the more fun but less less impressive one is the walking the plank. Completely made up, never happened.
Oh.
I know.
No, it's
just
really
in case you were planning to do it.
Well, we can do it.
Yeah,
just because people didn't do it historically doesn't mean that it's not available as an option for y'all.
I don't know if you knew, Nick. Magic missile never happened either. Completely made it.
Yeah, you really got me there. Good one. That's got to be worth what, at least like 12% XP per class or something like that.
5% as usual, standard 5%.
But did you know that pirates actually did wear eye patches, right? And the reason they did that...
Listen, you didn't even know your fact. Okay, I got 5% for that. I didn't get 10. That's all I got. I got 5.
You got 5% for it like at least twice.
No, only once. What do you mean?
Well, somebody else got it. Okay, whatever. It's fine.
Stop whinging.
Okay, sorry. You're right.
So where did we leave off last session?
I'm adding my XP, so someone else can do it.
I think last session we left off, we're going to go and traverse around the, I don't know, what would you call this? Like the storm area? The Dardanelles, yeah. And we are going to go to a whole different side of the Dardanelles due to the fact that we're getting noticed every single place we go, no matter what. So we said, fuck this side. We're going to go fuck around on the other side for a little bit.
The last we heard, our party was going to venture counterclockwise, so no one can chase you. And you were going to go as far as you could to the exact opposite side or something near to it in order to find a spot. Now, there are 2 methods of doing this. There's the safe method where you go island by island and you go all the way around the circumference, but it takes a long time and it means you're going to pass through major shipping lanes. And then there is the more difficult route where you've got a great navigator who can judge your distance and you clip through a section of it, and it makes it a hell of a lot faster because you don't have to go all the way around the outside. But if you are off with your navigation, you might end up like 10 islands too early or 10 islands too late or something like that. So do you want to do the fast route where you encounter few ships, or do you want to go the slow route where you will encounter many islands and many ships?
Fast route.
Where are you
Nilrum's the
going?
greatest navigator alive.
Fast, route.
And he has magical assistance. I can give him the direction, the time of day, whenever he needs it.
Ooh. Okay. So I'm gonna have you roll a navigation check for me, but not now. We're going
I have a
to.
quick question as well.
Oh yeah.
How long are we staying in our base before we head out? Nilrum has been concocting a spell, which is going to allow him to shrink the ship. He can't do it yet, but he has a few ideas. So I think he's going to start, if we're going to stay here like a week or so, he's going to start like crafting a little miniature figurine of our ship.
What's our HP like? Was anyone injured?
Not anymore.
I think we took a rest, did we?
I think we might have rested, so
maybe you can do that in that downtime, because otherwise I don't think we should delay for that.
I don't want to wait another week.
Yeah.
So according to my notes, we have arrived back at the main base on the 4th of August, and that is the last note I have. So we all did XP last session, right?
Yeah.
No idea.
No?
Let's say no. Let's go with no.
Wow.
I think we did. Let's look at my XP.
I think I remember someone was like a little bit. I think it might have been me. I was like 10 XP from a level or something.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
I got it.
Oh yeah,
I'm 4,300 from a level, so I think we did do XP.
Here we did. Yep, 725 for everybody. Archie gets 5% for pirate facts. Sale gets 1% for accuracy.
We were pretty fucked up though.
Yeah, so I think we needed a week of downtime.
Could I do my? Oh, fuck. What did you say it was gonna be? Did you say it was gonna be a wisdom roll to like make the figurine in a week?
Well, before you even make the figurine, you needed to. That was a spell you're going to take on level up, right?
Yeah, next level. I just wanted to make the figurine, I guess, in my in the downtime, because it's what he's going to use, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I have access to accelerated healing now, so our downtime should be lower.
How much does that accelerate it?
It just doubles it. So like if you're 3 per day, it becomes 6 per day, I think. I'll double check that though.
It sounds really good.
Where is MrMouton? There you are. Yeah. So where are our notes on that spell that we made?
I think you told me to write it, and I haven't done it yet because I wasn't close to a level up. But I know that we need the figurine. But I remember we talked about that you can either do 2 weeks to make a figurine, or you can do a wisdom check. I think it was a wisdom check,
right?
In order
to
make it in 1 week. Yeah. So I was gonna just try the wisdom check.
Sure. So that was going to be I think it's wisdom is the wood carving ability. Yeah.
I think it was the special carving. Yeah.
Right.
It was.
So go ahead, give us a wisdom check.
21.
Ooh, just barely passed. So in a week, you will have one miniaturized ship built in a bottle. And you have bottles lying around because you guys got some supplies for your base. So that's not a problem. And you've got some there's some wood around for the ship, for the base, and there's some knives and whatnot lying about. So we are all good.
Put that on my spell sheet. To be clear, the ship was completely unpacked when Nilrum made this.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like the base ship. There wasn't even the drums on it. And the ship needs to be like this when we put it away.
Yes.
We can't do this yet, but this is just for the future.
So we need to take the drums off, right? Take everything off.
To use a like EVE Online analogy, you have to like strip your ship before you package it up to haul it. Like,
and I guess like we needed to make a backpack for Archie to like carry the drums with him. I think Koibu said that would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The drums are kind of big, they're kind of bulky, they're kind of awkward, but if you have a backpack that is of suitable size, you can put the drums in there and they'll fit nice and neatly and they can be hauled about.
I think that's something we could maybe get made where we're going. I think it might be a bit risky getting it made here. Do we know that we've got enough supplies to make it where we're trying to go?
We have like a year's worth of food.
So it should be good, yeah.
Yeah, I think most of that food is in your base and not like coming with you, but let me take
obviously, but we can take enough to get there is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There are 60 outer islands. Is that right? I think that's right.
Wow.
And you're going to go about halfway, so it's going to be 30 islands that you're hopping, but you're also cutting the distance. You're going to trim the time significantly by not going all the way around the outside. So instead of having to go through 30 islands, hopefully you're going to move through a space of like 20 islands. And upwind, you can do upwind hours, 11 hours to the next upwind with oars. It takes you about 11 hours to get from one to the other. So about 2 a day. So about 10 days is what you're expecting at sea, if all goes well.
Nice for Nadinas to make them all evenly spaced.
We're using averages, yeah.
People in chat saying they can't hear music, Neal. I don't know if that's on your end.
Yes. How unusual.
All right, well, that sounds like a plan. Since we've got these 3 islands on the bottom here mapped out, is it safe for me to assume that maybe Wiley has told us a little bit about them?
You're just not supposed to be looking at them yet, is the truth. You're just like looking ahead and seeing the things you're not supposed to see.
Okay.
This is a great question why people aren't hearing sounds. There are so many audio issues today.
I refreshed Roll20, now I can't hear it. That's definitely on my end, though. I don't know why this happens.
I can hear music.
Well,
no,
yeah,
I heard it before I refreshed, yeah.
I'm just going to blame Twitch
for
Primes. Oh, yeah.
Twitch Primers. Wow. What cool people they are.
I heard if you Twitch Prime, you have a big penis. Even if you're a woman.
If you Twitch Prime, never will you have to fear the Crimson Fists rolling up on you, crushing your face, and stealing your woman.
Is that a threat?
Oh, man.
God,
it's not a threat as much as it's just some advice,
give us some money, or that's literally fucking blackmail, Nick. Jesus Christ.
It's not, 'cause I never said we would do. I just said you don't have to fear it. It's just an advantage.
Fair.
I'm not trying to victim blame.
I have no idea why the audio is not working. It's supposed to be.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right. I'm going to solve it in a crazy way. It's all Twitch's fault.
The music's back. Nice.
All right. They should have music now.
Looking good.
And I will just deal with the real problem with this later. Okay. So, anything you guys need before you're going to go? Also, who are you taking? Is it just the 4 of you, or are you taking your NPCs with you?
No, I think it's just the 4 of us, right? I mean, Bobby's still got work to do in the base, right? He's still cleaning and stuff. Yeah, and Wiley needs to look after him, so... Yeah, it's just us.
Okay. So, we're going to have MrMouton make his navigation check upon arrival to see how close you guys got. But in the meantime, we're just going to do the voyage, assuming you're on the right course. 10 days at sea, if all goes well and according to plan. So let's make some encounter rolls.
32 bottles of rum on the wall. 32 bottles of rum.
Yeah,
you take one down, you pass it around. 31 bottles of rum on the wall. Nilroom, come on! 31 bottles of rum on the wall.
No, just doesn't sing. I'm concentrating. I gotta look at the stars and shit.
And the stars aren't always available. The clouds swirl overhead frequently, giving you only the rarest glimpses into the night sky when they become available. Occasionally, there are thin sections in the clouds, and you can track the movement of Falumbra, the moon, so you can find your position. But it is a difficult thing out here in the Dardanelles to track your positioning. Now, tell me of all the things that are going to go into your navigation check. You said that there was no time and no direction or something like that, or sail?
Yeah, basically, I have a sailing loadout, which is like create water, no direction, and no time. I give up 3 first-level spell slots just so that sailing goes a little bit smoother every time. And whenever Nealroom is like, I don't know if I actually got that right, I'm like, well, that's north, and it's 12 o'clock.
These details are extremely useful for sailing around. Knowing exactly what time it is and knowing exactly which direction is north is hella useful to you. Your first 3 days at sea are boring, devoid of encounters, just the open ocean, the wind, the spray. But on the fourth day, you see a ship coming in your direction. Another ship that seems to be cutting across the midsection. Can one of you guys, someone make me a seamanship check? Whoever wants to be the one to spot this.
I'll do it.
I've got the highest will. I feel like I.
All right. I mean, I guess it's whoever's on. I think we should roll a d20, and whoever gets highest is on watch, right? Because people are doing other shit.
That's a good way of doing it. I love it.
Yeah, let's do it. This isn't the test, by the way. This is just. Oh, okay, it's not me. I'm asleep. I drank all the rum from the song.
Looks like it's Archie. Actually,
wait.
Hold on. Wait.
Sail,
No.
currently.
Sail. It looks like it's Archie after all. No, wait a minute.
No, Archie rolled a 9. Archie
that's
rolled
a
a 9.
9.
It's Potato.
Yeah.
Potato makes a seamanship check.
All right,
There we
Sail.
go.
Make your seamanship check.
Oh, now the pressure's on.
Don't fuck it up, Sail. Nice work.
Yeah.
God.
So you can tell by the angling of this ship that it is not coming like against you. It is a ship on the outbound, because to go from the inner to the outer, you have to like go with the flow and spiral around the islands. And this is a ship that is coming from the Midlands to the outer islands, to the outer rim. You also notice it flies a nice big flag. A big flag of 3 concentric circles spotted with little dots all over them. What is clearly the flag of the White Prince is being flown on this rather large, multi-masted, multi-decked ship. This looks like one of the White Prince's cutters.
This is like a big ship, right? How many
Yeah.
people would we expect beyond this?
Ooh. Well, given a
Like a
look at it,
100-man
Sail,
crew.
you'd expect, if they don't have phantom rowers or phantom sailors, if it's real people, you are looking at probably around 57 people just to make the ship operational, plus any additional soldiers that might be aboard, depending on the needs of the ship. Any ship of the White Prince is definitely going to have at least a sergeant at arms, and then some level of Marines to protect everyone. And some of their sailors are going to be worthwhile fighters on their own, not to mention a wizard or a cleric that runs the ship. Yeah. But you're looking at a 3-masted vessel, maybe 3 decks to it, 50-something sailors, maybe 50 tons of cargo space, big friggin' sails that catch the wind and blow the ship in the clockwise direction.
I'm gonna yell out and say, "Ahoy, mateys! There be a ship, and it is goddamn huge, and we need to like not go anywhere near it."
Last, let me see. I pull out my spyglass and take a look at this ship.
Yeah, it is as I described. It is large. It has many masts. You can see on the deck of the ship, on the very back, the aft castle, you can see that there is a similar person with a spyglass whipped out looking in your direction.
I'm gonna cast. Ooh, never mind. He's looking in our direction.
Oh, yeah. It's
Okay,
just
never
the
mind, I'm
two
not casting
ships on
shit.
an open ocean. You know,
How well
clouds
can I
above.
make this guy out with my spyglass?
Very poorly. You've been noted at the horizon of the ship. So you can kind of make out the ship and you can make out some figures. And it's darkly dressed, but you can't even really make out the color of the clothing that this person is. You can't make out gender. They're about average height, you know, plus or minus 6 inches.
How weird would it be for like a fog to like appear?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Are they? Oh yeah.
Like have we like been sailing and like sometimes like a fog comes and like it just kind of happens, or?
There are occasionally fog banks, usually more in the evening. I'm sorry, more in the
Okay.
morning time, but they'll be like huge fog blanks that go miles and miles around. A fog cloud would be like
Weird.
the AoE of fog cloud spell would be very small and very conspicuous.
All right, I pull a spyglass down. They see us. We should maintain our course, and I'll keep an eye on them and see if they shift direction. We're not headed like for a crash right now.
No. You're headed, sort of this direction-ish, and they're headed sort of that direction-ish. So you're sort of going in opposite directions, and if you guys keep going the same direction, you'll probably be maybe a half mile apart at closest approach.
They'll never catch us. As soon as we pass them, they'll never be able to turn around and catch us. So I say we just keep going. And I'm going to keep an eye on them and make sure that they don't switch course.
Well, maybe we should like slightly angle, because if we're far enough away, if we angle slightly now, when we pass them, it won't look suspicious, but we'll be further away.
You want to put more space between you and them.
Just like 5-10 degrees, just enough to where they might not notice the ship turning.
I feel like they'll notice the ship turning. Not that it matters. I think they won't be able to do anything about it anyway.
Yeah, I don't think they can catch us either way.
But I already
But
said
no
we're
one
maintaining our course sail. I didn't tell you how to
Alright.
cast your spells.
No one maintains.
Okay. Quickly, you see flags being run up the main flagpole.
Divert course.
Now, we haven't really talked much about flags and signaling, but that's going to be a part of what's going on here. There are unified
signals.
flags, right? I can link you guys to a Wikipedia article about it for your own edification if you want.
Yep.
But there are a whole bunch of flags, and they can have individual meanings, or they can be strung together to form sentences. They have some very basic concepts that can be messaged. So the first flag that they run up is the K flag, which means I wish to communicate with you. It's a little yellow and blue flag, yellow on one side, blue on the other, vertical stripes, and they just raise it to the top.
Do we have flags?
Yeah, your ship comes with flags, totally.
What would like if you like are busy like going on like a quick like run, what would be like we can't communicate right now? Like we're like not mercenaries, like merchants or whatever, like zooming. Is there something for that?
I don't think there is one singular flag that says I'm too busy. But you could string together a series of other flags to communicate any basic concept that you need. So if you wanted to run a series of flags that say,
No time to chat.
no time
how do
to
we
chat,
leave them
that's
on
it.
read, Koibu?
How do you what?
How do we leave them on read? How are we like, yeah, we saw that, but we're not responding?
Oh, you could run
don't
the
think we-
affirmative flag. That's the Charlie flag. It's a blue, white, red, white, blue horizontal stripes, and that just means I've heard your message.
Yeah, we'll do that. I signal affirmative. Let them think we're going to stop.
So I assume I want to communicate with you is like, oh, we're going to get into like communication range, like voice? Or is that like we're communicating with flags?
It could be a series of. It's non-specific in that sense. So they run up. We want to talk. You run up the affirmative flag, and then you see their "I want to talk" message slowly being roped down. And a few moments later, a string of flags run up, which say "Come to us."
Fat chance.
We hold the affirmative flag up again.
You lower it and then raise it to, because you can't just leave it up there, otherwise they don't know that it's a new message, right? You say affirmative, and they lower their flags, and you can see they take in their sails a little bit to kind of stop their forward propulsion, so that you can maybe alter to meet them, and you can see that their ship changes direction slightly in order to come in your direction.
We're gonna. Well, I'll ask the captain.
We're just not stopping. We're going past.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not stopping. Can I change direction slightly to offset their change?
Do it.
Okay, I'll change a little bit.
Yeah. You change away from them. And it takes a little while for these sorts of distance and changes to really be noticed by the other ship. And you can see, after a few minutes, they run up a whole bunch of new flags, saying,
They're mad.
reiterating the message, "Come to us," followed by "Stop immediately."
We had our pirate flag made, right?
Can I put up stay mad?
You can spell out words with enough flags, so yes, you can do whatever you need.
Yeah. That's what I did. You know?
You say "stay mad."
Yeah. Well, the pirate equivalent, I guess. I'm
Right.
not sure what that would be.
Oh, yeah. You see the sails drop entirely. The ship begins to turn and come in the same direction as you, trying their hardest, paddling all out to try and catch up with you.
I'm gonna throw a fog cloud down, just like
Nice.
obscure vision.
What is the area effect of fog cloud?
Not super big. It's like 20-foot cube per caster level. So I'm level 4, so 4 20-foot cubes.
So 80-foot cube, 80-foot length at most. You'll
Yeah.
sail out of an 80-foot fog cloud in a matter of minutes. Not
something.
even minutes. Okay. Yeah, you can throw down a fog cloud.
Fuck it.
It plops
gonna
down
alert.
on top of your ship. And moments later, you sail out of it to see a new set of flags raised on theirs. It is the U flag. It's 4 boxes, red, white, white, red, and it says you are running into danger.
Oh.
Oh.
Nah, fuck them.
No,
They're
that I
lying.
wasn't expecting. Yeah, fuck them.
They're lying.
I mean, I'll put "Don't worry about us."
A series of flags run up. Danger from us. Cease immediately.
All right.
Then
I'm not
those
doing
run
more
down,
flags.
and
Yeah,
new
let me-
flags run up. By the order of the White Prince, cease your travels.
Can we like up? We have a pirate flag that we made. It's like a crimson fist, I assume. Can we just like roll that up?
Do whatever you
that's probably
want.
not wise.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's
Yeah,
not
no,
give
because
away
we don't
who
want people
are.
to know where we are. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we say like, "Fuck the White Prince," basically?
Yes, you can spell
Yeah.
things out.
Put up.
I think
60s
we
now.
should we should pretend that we're on a joyride, like stole ship, having fun, see you
Ooh.
later, and just turn away.
Captain, say
Yes.
like Sulphur Island remembers.
Oh shit.
All right, let me search through my flags. I put up first of all. I put up "Fuck the White Prince," and then I'll put "Sulphur Island remembers."
Their flags run down. Their speed's propulsion increases. And I need who is manning the drums.
Come on, Archie, don't fuck it up.
Give us a
think Archie's the
seamanship,
best at this.
Archie.
I got
Wait,
you.
seamanship?
Is it?
Oh yeah, he's
That's
right.
the-
He's
yeah.
right. He's right.
Yeah, that's the right one.
Archie's the drummer.
Okay.
No, he's done it.
23.
Okay.
You can change the tempo
That's-
just a little bit, just enough to increase your speed to the maximum that the drums will allow. And sure enough, you are in the faster ship. You are going against the tide. They cannot possibly help to catch you, especially with your tireless drummers. Sail, you notice the storm clouds above begin to form a darkened
Oh,
circle.
shit.
A little bit darker than the normal storm clouds.
I immediately
and your
grab
hair
a bow and arrow and
begins
sling
to
it over
stand
my
on
arm.
end.
And I start casting Call Lightning. It's like they're gonna strike us. I yell out.
Will they be in range?
No way.
No, it doesn't look like they're going to be in
Yeah.
range, but they are trying anyway. They are preparing for if they do catch you, for the spell to already be out and running.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
with
Question.
Archie's successful seamanship check, you will outpace them. And
If I reduce the ship's size, can it go quicker? Or if I enlarge
you will
it,
go
can it
slowly.
quicker?
You will go more
But
slowly.
if I enlarge it, we'd go quicker. Or no?
No, I think if you were to first off, enlarge won't affect your ship. Your ship is too big to be hit by the enlarge or reduce spell.
Oh, okay.
But if you were to change the characteristics of the ship, you would be throwing it off in either direction because it's like built optimally for this. So if it's bigger, now you can't row the oars because they're too big and all the like sizes and angles are uncomfortable for human behavior.
If it just like doubled the ship, but like the oars were the same size, there's just more of them, maybe then it would work. But
then you're not making it bigger, and then you would need more manpower. And then the boards are thicker.
That's not what enlarged does anyway. I was just saying that it might work better if that way,
but to no avail. You can outrun the White Prince's ship. It will, after about an hour of trying to follow you, clearly slipping and slipping and slipping, it will turn back and head in its original direction, put up its sails again, leave you no more messages, and flee.
Hey, man.
Wait.
Yeah.
He said it, guys. That means we get XP.
True.
Yeah.
Now, Nilram, how are you feeling about your navigational skills?
Nilram's the greatest navigator alive. He has no doubts.
Really?
Yes.
You're pretty certain. You've never been to any of these places. You know the layout of the islands. You have an understanding of the mechanics of the concentric rings, but you've never actually cut the circle of islands like this before. This is your first time. Are you sure you can do this?
He's 1000% sure, Koibu.
1000%. You hear that, Neal?
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nilram's never failed a navigation check.
How many navigation checks has he made?
I'm not entirely sure.
5 or 6.
But
Okay. Well, give me a navigation check. I was going to penalize you because you've never done one of these maneuvers before and you're going into sort of unknown lands, but I think the penalty from that will be canceled out by the bonuses from Sail's spells that he has brought forward for you. So
24.
we'll call them a wash, and 24 will do it. You will arrive near an island after 10 days of travel. You can see it's actually a pair of islands that you're arriving to, with a mountain range running down each of them. The side of the island that you're approaching is the inside of the ring, and there looks to just be a gentle coastline with a forest and a river and a nice long mountain range coming out of it. As you guys make your way here, there is not the site of civilization on this coast, but, you know, islands are large, and the inside of this ring appears to have none. No civilization, that is.
you know where we are? Nilram? You know where this place is?
He'll guesstimate, Koibu. Any idea or no?
Give me your very best intelligence check you've ever made.
Oh, that's easy. You're too kind. Oof.
You have no fucking idea. You've never heard of this place. It's somewhere in the south of the Dardanelles.
We don't see any towns on the shore.
Nope. Empty coastline. There's a
Alright, let's
forest,
circle around.
there's a large mountain, there's a river.
There's like, you said there's a river going between. Yeah, let's circle around. Maybe we'll come down the river.
Yeah. Did you want to go to the river on the island that you see, or did you want to circle the island? Those are two different concepts.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said there was like 2 islands next to each other with like a river between them.
There are 2 mountain ranges and a river leaving one mountain range heading to the coast where you are presently.
All right. Well, let's just circle the island then. I just want to get an idea of like where the port is, where it might be safe to stop.
Sure enough, there is a large waterway, a strait between these 2 mountain ranges. And down that strait, you can see a whole slew of little towns and villages.
So I think we'd like to maybe... Can we look at the map?
Yes.
It's Krob Strait is where we're at, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maybe we pull up on the less populated side of the island first. What do you guys think? Or should we just pull up in this jungle on the northern island and then make our way into Krob Town?
I want to pull up on a beach. I think we go to the southern island down here. I think the jungle could be a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, most ships would sail on the inside of the islands, right?
We're not going to be able to cross the mountain range. Not easily,
Is there
anyway.
a mountain range?
Oh, there is.
How about we go like right here then? Or
I
I guess,
mean-
like over here. Well, any of this. I don't care.
Yeah, somewhere in that forest, I think, Neal, is what we do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of landing on this island, did we ever decide what our disguises are?
Oh yeah.
You went and like got materials so that we could disguise ourselves.
Yeah, I got the Barchi tattoo going.
You think we need to disguise ourselves all the way down here?
No. About an abundance of caution has never led us astray, Captain.
I suppose. Well, I'll like open up the bag of like stuff that I got from Flotsam Island. There's what have we got? What did we get, Neal? Some like wigs and some makeup, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like I mean, fuck it. I'll just sort of Jack Sparrow myself a bit, you know, like put some dark eyeshadow on, maybe like braid a bit of my hair. That kind of thing.
All right. You take some time to prepare yourself, alter your appearance. What about the rest of you?
You can go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think we got anything for me. I think I'm feeling confident my, tattoo makes up. I think we're all good.
Look like a different man, aren't you?
Dale, you chill?
Yeah, I will. I guess I have like medium length hair, I think, so I'll like probably cut it real short and try to think what I do with the makeup. I guess I'll give myself like. Would it be like old-fashioned for normal people in this area, like to maybe men wear some kind of like makeup or anything like that, or is there like an island culture
That's
that I would
absolutely, yeah, totally. People will alter their appearance all over the place. The goddess Chis is the goddess of appearances, and that's not just like physical appearances, but also how other people might perceive you in like a non-physical way, but like in a social way or a positional way. And so it is not uncommon at all for men to don makeup or powdered wigs or fanciful clothings and to alter their appearance for any number of reasons.
Yeah, I'll give myself probably something I've seen before, something I saw someone wear, like maybe a bit of eye makeup or like, hand tattoos or some sort of like a little bit of misdirection, something that would stand out like, oh, that was the guy with the hand tattoos, you know?
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, you guys can find a spot along this coastline where you can sail the ship right up to the sandy shore, and then using ropes and muscle and as the tide comes in, sort of pull the ship up long enough that it won't move anywhere. And you find yourself on a gentle forested coastline. There are some rocks here and there, but for the most part, it's pretty sandy. No problems getting your ship here. There is a mountain range before you with a forest in between you guys. There is a river, maybe half a mile to the east, up water from you. And you can see down the coastline on the other side of the strait, there is a town and a whole bunch of dotted villages. And when you are in the ocean, but not from your position right now, you could see a very small dock next to a small town on the island that you're on right now. This one over here.
All right.
You guys are.
What are we trying to achieve here, guys? My suggestion is that we go to the small little town down there and see if we can't charter passage to the main town from there. But what are we looking to achieve here?
I need a new spell book.
You're
so
not going to get that here.
Well, maybe there's like a local wizard or something we can like talk to. I don't know. That's probably out of the question because the wizard men are white princes usually, so.
I'm sure there's some sort of hidden wizards in this place, but we'll probably have to track one down. I think we'd be pretty lucky to find one here. But you never know.
I mean, at the very least, we'll learn more about the islands, and that might give us a clue as to where we might find a wizard.
Agreed. What else? We're just looking for adventure, right?
Yeah.
Buried treasure, that kind
Kill
of thing.
some clerics of a stare, you know, the usual.
There's
I don't
gotta be
want to
something
find
like that,
the Fountain of Youth. Maybe we can ask about that. Maybe there's a bard telling a tale.
Might be a bit
Especially
weird to
now
stare
that
around asking about it.
especially now that Rohi is coming for our souls. It seems like I'm definitely gonna need that.
Nilram, shut the fuck up with that.
Oh wait, I forgot that you're not allowed to say his name. Nilram would have known not to say his name. I wouldn't have said his name in character. Honest to God.
Give me a wisdom check for
Can I
Nilram.
give you an int check for that?
Wisdom! That's definitely a wisdom thing. You can do it.
God, fuck.
He said it.
All right,
Slips.
slaps himself.
Wait,
Yeah,
no,
he
I
slaps
slap you
himself.
across the face.
Yeah, he
What
takes
the
it.
fuck are you doing?
I fucking forgot.
I look to Sail wide.
I get on my knees and I apologize to Sail.
How
Genuinely.
Did you forget?
This is
Amazing.
like a level of power Sail has never had before over the
How the fuck did you forget?
He takes a moment to relish in it, but he says, I think it's okay. I don't think he heard.
Thank God we went at sea.
I nod.
I
Thank
thought
you.
you were doing a bit.
No, I wasn't. I just forgot.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Let's get walking. And we talk on the way, Neal. We're walking towards the little
Sure.
hamlet here.
Are you going to be walking down the coastline where it's nice and easy, but also in high visibility? Or are you going to be walking through the forest, which is no one's going to be able to see you, but you're also not going to be able to see where you're going very well?
I mean, the thing is, they're going to be like, where the fuck have you come from? We're going to have to say, we came on a boat, right?
Yeah.
We
I mean,
can't
we
just
have
be like,
foreign
oh,
rights.
yeah, we were just
Honestly,
chilling
I
on the
feel
other
like-
side of the mountains. Didn't realize
I
there
feel
was all
like
these
kinda-
people here.
I feel like kind of gauging whether or not people would recognize us in like a low stakes area that's not like in the middle of a town or something might be a good
Yeah.
idea.
Mm-hmm. So I think we just say we landed down the
Yeah.
shore.
Yeah, plus we all have foreigner accents, so we can be like, oh, we're just foreigners looking for the Fountain of Youth, sort of as a cover.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Great. Who's in point? Who's the first person down the beach?
Captain, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the worst perception, but I'll lead the way.
Well, Captain,
What's your
give me your
perception?
perception check.
Yeah. Ha! Joke's on you, Neal. Got him.
You're making your way down the beach when something sort of sets you off. You know, there's like a burst of birds from the trees, which isn't that unusual, but then there's like a slight amount of quiet. And as the people behind you are chatting, your captain senses that like something's amiss here. You can
Yeah.
take a moment and peer into the woods, where you see figures beginning to emerge. They seem to have
Oh, shit.
noticed that you've stopped. And out from the woods steps 3 and then 5 and then 8 goblins, armed with bows and spears and small swords.
Well,
They
this is a
lick
change
their
of pace.
pointed teeth in your direction. One of
I
the
cast
lead
magic missile.
goblins
I
raises
draw
their
my-
spear.
I cast magic missile as well. Yeah.
Wait, has Archie seen a goblin before?
Yeah, you will have seen them back
You
at
have
home, right?
heard of them, but you've probably not actually run into a goblin yet.
Yeah, Archie loses his shit because they're all so tiny.
Wait, Nilram, can we wait before we start magic missile?
I do believe the Nilram threw down a magic missile the
No,
moment he
they-
saw
they
a goblin.
came out with weapons and were
Alright.
licking their lips and stuff, and we can't communicate
Alright.
with them. But nobody speaks Goblin here, so this is just a fight, I think.
All right, well, I draw my rapier anyway. I was going to
Yeah,
intimidate
so-
them, but if we're just...
No.
Well, magic
you're
missile is
rogue.
pretty intimidating too.
That's true, yeah.
We will see what happens on the other side of our break.
No shit.
See you guys shortly. Bye-bye.